Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Medaswi Commerce Classes. So in the previous video we have discussed about the organizing process, right? Okay, do you remember that? Now we are going to move on to the organization structure. In that today we are going to discuss about the functional organizational structure. An important question for your 8 marks. Your organizing chapters, you will be having only 8 mark questions. You will be not having any 4 mark questions in this chapter. Okay. So 8 mark questions. Today we are going to discuss about one of the important 8 mark questions which you have it in your organizing chapter. So as we all know that your midterm examination is nearby in the month of October. In the end of October your midterm examinations are going to start. So in your business studies you will be having all these chapters. So understanding this 8 mark questions will plays a very important role for you people to write the answers in your examination. Okay. Now without much delay we'll move on to this today's video. But before going to that, if you people have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel Medaswi Commerce Classes. I'll put the videos every weekend. Please make sure that you are going to see the videos and you are going to share with your friends also. After this explanation videos, I'll put the important questions videos also in my YouTube channel. Please do follow my YouTube channel Medaswi Commerce Classes. Okay, coming to today's classes, today we are going to discuss about the functional organizational structure. Okay, fine. In the yesterday's in the last video we have discussed about the organizing process. So what are the different steps which you have to concentrate in your organizing process? In that second step, if you can remember, we have discussed about the step called as departmentalization. See, your organization, or it may be the company, or it may be the organization, you have to perform n number of activities, right? For example, if you are into a production, if you are into producing one product and selling that product to the customers, if your business is of production related business, then you have to concentrate on, purchasing the raw materials, production and financing, marketing those, research and development, and also selling those products, human resource, having a control about your human resource. All these different functions, there will be so many activities to be performed. See, if there is one manager who has to look after about all these functions, it will be a very huge task, hectic job for that person, because he can't concentrate on fulfilling the objectives of all the different departments. So what we can do, we can group the similar functions activities in the separate departments. Like for example, production department separate, marketing department separate, sales department separate, finance department separate, and like this, depending upon the functions, if we are going to divide the activities and the separate groups, then it is called as functional structure. Depending upon the functions what you are going to perform in your organization, the functions, the production related, all the production related activities will go to production department, all the purchasing related activities will go to purchase department, all the sales related activities will go to sales department, all the research and development activities will go to research and development department. And after grouping the activities into a different departments, and we are going to assign the duties, we are going to recruit the employees who has to perform that particular work, and for that employees we have to have some authority relationship, right? So each department will be headed by one person, that is called as that department coordinator. That department coordinating head will be there. He is going to look after all the activities which you have to perform in that particular department. Now you think it is very simple. See, production department, one head will be there. He will take care about all his production related activities. He will guide his employees regarding the fulfilling of his objectives. Finance department, one head will be there. He will take care about all the activities which are related to the finance. Marketing, one head will be there. He will take care about all the activities which are related to the marketing. Now see, jobs are very simple. Very effectively the jobs are going to be performed in an organization. Everything which you have to perform by a single person, it is highly huge task. So what we can do is that we can divide the work into a different categories, different departments. We'll keep a one head for that department, and he will be responsible for performing the or fulfilling the objectives of that particular department. After coordinating the objectives of all the department, we are going to fulfill the organizational objectives. That is a main intention of getting into this functional organization structure. Hope you people got an idea. It is very simple. Functional organization organization structure in the sense we are going to divide, group the jobs or group the activities depending upon the functions what they are performing. So that particular department will do that related activities only. That is called functional organizational structure. Framing a good organizational structure is very, very important, because if you go with the wrong organizational structure, sometimes it will lead to collapse of your organization itself. So making some changes in your organizational structure according to the changes in your environment plays a very, very important role. If you are concentrating more on your growth of your organization, you have to make a changes again and again according to the changes what is happening in your business environment. So now we understood with the functional organizational structure. Now we'll quickly move on to what are the merits or what are the demerits when you can use this functional organization structure, where it is highly suitable. So we'll move on to this. Okay. Coming to this meaning, yes, obviously I've already discussed with the meaning with you people. Grouping the jobs of similar nature. See, you can see it over there. Grouping the jobs of similar nature. I told you, no, functional structure, what you are going to do, all the activities, all the jobs what you have, the similar nature jobs, you are going to group it and organizing these major functions as a separate department. You are going to organize all these major functions into a separate department. Then that functions are called as your functional structure, which are of similar nature. First, whatever the activities which are to be performed, all that activities we are going to have a look. After that, what we'll do, we are going to divide similar nature activities, we are going to group it under the separate departments. That creates your functional structure, and each department will be headed by one person who is called as maybe a department head, or it may be the manager of that particular department. He is going to take care about all the activities which are happening in your organization. Got my point? See, grouping the jobs of similar nature and organizing these major functions as a separate departments is called as functional organizational structure. All the departments report to a coordinating head. I told you, no, coordinating head is nothing but the manager of that particular department. He is going to take care about all the activities in that particular department. Hope you people have got an idea about the functional structure. Now we'll move on to the merits and demerits of your functional structure. Okay, before going to that, we'll just have a quick look upon what are the different departments. Example, the chart. How your functional structure will be there. See here, first on the top you will be having a managing director. Managing director will be there on the top, that is the MD. MD will be there, and he is going to divide all the departments depending upon the functions what you are going to perform. It is divided, and here you can see you have human resource department. Here for human resource department there will be one manager. And here a marketing department will be there. Marketing department, there will be one manager, marketing manager. Research and development, here also there will be one head. And purchasing department, here also there will be one manager, or you can call it as a head. See, different departments will be there under the MD, under managing director. These people are going to perform the organizational objectives from their departments. Human resource department will take care about the human resource related activities. Marketing department will take care about the marketing related. Research and development will be take care about the research and development activities what is to be performed. Like this, each department will look after their fulfilling their objectives. Each department will be headed by one person who may be called as a head of that department, or it may be the manager of that particular department. See, this will be a functional structure. Now you can see what are the merits. We'll go with one by one. See, merits and demerits, they will ask you only 3 merits and 3 demerits, because for 8 marks they will ask you what do you mean by functional structure and the 3 merits and demerits. Functional structure, first you have to write the meaning. 3 merits and 3 demerits, it is enough. As you can see, it will become a very small answer for it. If it will create a weighted advantage for you people if you are going to write the chart also. Chart showing the functional structure. Write the meaning, then write the chart, then write the advantages, then write the disadvantages. Even though if they ask you 3 and 3, it is better if you people write 4 advantages and 4 disadvantages. Okay. So we'll move on to one by one. Functional structure leads to occupational specialization. Very important. This word should be there in your answer. Occupational specialization. Ma'am, what is this occupational specialization? See, in functional structure, what we'll do, we'll divide the activities under the different functions. So each function will be headed, each department will be headed by one manager and his group of employees. See, every time they are going to perform the same activities. Production department, every time they will be involved in producing that product only. Sales department, their main intention is to sell the products only. They will be always working on selling the product only. And your marketing department, they will always be focused on marketing your products only. See, everyone, every time they are going to do the same work again and again. So when a person is going to do a same work again and again, he will become a specialized in that particular work. So functional structure, what you will do, when you are going to assign a same work again and again to a person, he will become a specialized in performing that particular work. Functional structure helps to have a occupational specialization. If you become a specialized in performing that work, what happens, you tell me? First thing, you are going to do that work very effectively without any without any duplication of the work or without any wastages. You are going to perform that particular work. So functional structure, major thing is that it will create a specialization in that particular field, which will improves the efficiency in working, and it will also improves the how effectively you are utilizing the manpower which is there in your organization. They will utilize full 100% effort will be there. Every time, ma'am, every time I'm working out, every time I'm reading, ma'am, this particular question I'm reading again. You'll become specialized in that particular answer, right? You will not make any mistakes in writing that answer. Same thing is going to be happen here also. Assume that if you want to concentrate at a time on marketing, on production, on sales, on it may be research and development, it is highly impossible for you, right? Because you can concentrate on one particular department very well, and you can just neglect another one department. Such situations will also happen, right? So in functional organizational structure, what happen? The employees, the person who are there in that department, they will do the same work again and again. So they will become specialized in that particular work. That is major advantage of your functional organizational structure. Hope you people got my point. See, when you are writing the first first point, this word is very, very important. Creates a occupational specialization. Okay. Coming to the next one, it promotes control and coordination. This is very, very important. Control and coordination within the department. Within is very, very important here. See, in a department, a same task is going to be performed again and again by the employees. Coordination will be there, and that particular department head, he will be having a good control about the person who is working in their department. He'll be having a good control, coordination among the people who are working inside that department. Within the department, there will be a very good coordination, because everyone is working for the same function, everyone is working for achieving the same objective. Their mentality, their mindset will be the same. So coordination will be there, control will be there. So because they are performing the similar task which are performed in the organization. Another one advantage is there will be a control and coordination within the department. Highlight it. Within the department, there will be a control and coordination. Okay. Second point also you understood. First is that it will leads to occupational specialization. Control and coordination will be there within the department. This one you have to write compulsory, within the department. Okay. Coming to next one, it helps in increasing managerial and operational efficiency. Yes, I told you a manager will be there. He is going to take care about all the managerial activities which is happening inside his department. He will be well versed in performing all the managerial activities. It helps in increasing the managerial efficiency every time. Now, for the first time you are performing, you are making the people to work upon that. Okay, some little bit, problems are going to arise, or a little bit, wastages, or it may be wrong mistakes is going to be happen. That's okay. Next time again, if you perform the same task, that mistakes will reduce. Next time again if you perform the same task, again the mistakes will be reduced. At last point what will become? You will become a perfect in performing that particular task. So what they are telling, functional structure increases the managerial efficiency, how effectively they are managing the activities in the organization. That will be increased because same work he is going to do again and again. Not only managerial efficiency, keep it in your mind, operational efficiency also. Operational efficiency is nothing but how effectively they are going to do the operational related activities, how effectively they are performing the activities in their organization. That will also increase because same work is going to perform again and again. So automatically if your managerial, if your operational efficiency increases, what happens? Your department objectives will be achieved. Every functional every functional department is achieving its objectives, then automatically it leads to increase in the profit. It leads to the achieving of overall objectives of your organization. The profit will be increased indirectly, directly. You are striving for achieving the organizational objectives of your organization through achieving your departmental objectives. Got my point? Yes. Coming to the next one, it leads to minimal duplication of effort and thus reduces the cost. As I already told you, duplication, see in each point these words are very important. Here if you are writing, you have to write minimal duplication of effort and reduces the cost. Minimal andre enu? What do you mean by minimal? Minimal is nothing but minimum, very less. Duplication of work will become very less. Ma'am, what is this duplication of work? I am also doing the same work at a time and you are also doing the same work at a time, but only one time doing the work is enough, but both the people are doing the work again and again, they are doing the same work. It is unnecessary. That time what happens? Cost will also be more, and whatever the work which is performed by the other person, that will be waste of that particular work. Human resource will be wasted, the effectiveness, the energy, the time, the cost, everything will be wasted. So what they are telling, so when you have a functional structure, each one will be having a clear cut idea about what they have to do in their particular organization, in their particular department, then the duplication of the work will reduces, very minimal, it will become very minimal. And if the duplication of the work reduces, automatically it will reduces the cost of your organization. Got my point? Okay, good. It makes training of employees easier. Okay, giving the training to the employees is very easier. If assume that I want to perform the managerial related, production work, marketing work, sales work, research and development, every work if I want to perform, then I should get a training for doing all the activities. I am fixed to do only one particular task here. I have appointed only for the production department. Then if they give me the training for only production department, that will be enough for me. Are you understanding? Yes. So at that time what happens? Training cost will also be reduces. I think you are getting my point. Training cost will also reduces. See, it makes the training of the employees easier. One thing is, training will become easy because we are training you only for a particular field. That will become easy, and the cost of training will also reduces because I don't want to train you for performing all the activities. Whichever I have recruited you, for which purpose I have hired you, if I am going to train you for that purpose, that is more than enough, right? Yes. So training of the employees will become easier because we are going to focus only on the limited range of skills. Only this much of skills is enough for you to perform this work. So I'll give you the training only for this one. This is not required for you. Then I'll give training only for this. My time will be saved. My training will become easy. My cost of training will also reduces. See how many advantages you have with this functional structure. It ensures that different functions get due attention. When you want to concentrate on all the activities at a time, it will be very difficult because more emphasis will be given on one function and very less emphasis we are going to give it on another function. When you are going to divide it into a different function, all the departments, all the functions will get the due attention. Everything, their employees, their particular department employees, their head is going to take care about all the activities in that particular function. So each and every function will get attention over here. Okay. These are the merits of your functional structure. Hope you people got my point. Coming to the next one, as we all know that if we have a merits, we do have some demerits also. So we'll see what are the demerits you'll be having in your functional structure. Okay, demerits of functional structure. Point seems little bit lengthy, but it is very simple. A functional structure places less emphasis on overall enterprise objectives because it gives greater emphasis on the objectives persuaded by the functional head. Okay, fine. It is like this. See, if you have a different departments over here, each department will be having their own objective. So, as for example, I belong to a commerce department. Like, I'm going to teach you the accountancy and business studies. My focus will be on my students have to score more number of centums in my subject in accounts and business. Why should I care about your economics, or it may be the statistics, or it may be the computer science? But overall college objective, it will be the students should get rank. That is the overall college objectives. But what I will do, I will put more emphasis upon my departmental objectives. I will focus more upon the students who are going to score out of it in my subject, centums in my subject. In my subject, everyone should pass. In my subject, I should get more number of centums. Same thing is going to be happen in your organization also. Each department, they will have more focus, more emphasis on achieving their departmental objective. They will give less emphasis on the overall objective of the organization. They'll be very much focused on their department. I have to do it in my department. I have to achieve, I have to create, I have to give more importance to it, I have to fulfill these objectives. They will be more narrow perspective. They'll just only think about their department. They will totally neglect or give less importance or less emphasis on the overall organizational objectives. That will happen. So you have to take care about these things. So when you are going to have a functional structure, it may lead to problems in coordination as information has to be exchanged across functional. Okay, this, you people can see that I've stressed it here. It creates a coordination within the department. Within the department, you will be having a coordination, but coordination among the different departments. Coordination among different departments is very, very, different departments is highly impossible. See, each department, the information has to pass from one department to the another department. See, we have created these departments mainly because we are focusing on achieving our organizational objectives. So, if you want to achieve your organizational objective, all these departments has to coordinate among themselves. Within the department, how much coordination is required? That is required only for achieving the departmental objectives. You have to, keep this in your mind. But all the different departments has to coordinate among themselves because they have to achieve the one objective, that is the organizational objective. Creating a coordination among the different departments is highly an impossible task. It is not impossible. It requires so much of effort. It requires so much of effort. Some problems are going to be arise because each department will not, pass the information, correct information, or it may be the information which is required by the other department to take the decision. That all things will create, problems among the different departments. Coordination among the different departments will be less comparatively when you are having a coordination within your department, because each one will focus on achieving the objectives of their own department. So if you want to achieve the objectives on the organizational objective, then the coordination among the different departments is must and should. There you are going to lack little bit of coordination in your functional structure. A conflict of interest may arise when the interest of two or more departments are not compatible. Okay. Compatible. What do you mean by this? Okay, let me give you an example. First, we'll give an example. Afterwards, I'll discuss about this point. See, sales department is there, production department is there. Sales department is insisting that you have to produce a product which is most liked by the consumers or the customers. Customer liked designs. In the designs which is liked by the customers, that type of products you have to produce. The design of the product should be in such a manner. So that is their intention, because if the customers are going to like their product, then obviously they can increase their sales, right? Their objective will be increasing the sales. So same information they have passed to the production department. Now production department are telling that whatever the designs you are asking, it is highly impossible to produce the product upon that particular design. If I want to produce that product, it will incur huge cost. Then again, finance department is telling, I can't give you that much of finance, that much of money I can't release you to produce that particular product. See, each one department interests are different. Sales department, their interest, their intention is to increase the sales. Production department, their intention is to produce the products, increase the production and qualitative product. And finance department, their main intention is to reduce the cost, as much as cost I have to reduce. See, interest of each department is different. There arises a conflicts among the interest. So each person will not agree with the other person's decisions over here. Each department will not agree with the other person's decisions over here. There arises a conflicts of interest because each department will be having a different objective, different interest. There will be no compatibility. Ma'am, what is this compatibility? Two things has to combine together without creating any problems. You have to come to one point without creating any problems. You have to come to one decision without creating any problems. There is no compatibility here. Problems are creating. Problems are created because you are telling something, he is not agreeing with that. That department fellow is telling something, another one person is not agreeing to it. So functional department structure, in functional structure what happens? Because each department will be having a different interest, there arises a conflicts of interest among the different departments. It may lead to inflexibility. It may lead to inflexibility as people with the same skills and knowledge base may develop a narrow perspective, as I already told you. Inflexibility will arise. Inflexibility is nothing but it has become rigid. There is no flexibility. You can't change it because the people who are leading that, they will become very narrow perspective. They will think only from their department point of view. They will not understand the other department's point of view. Each one department is going to think in a narrow perspective only. So inflexibility is going to arise. Changes you can't make it. You'll stick on to same thing. No, this is only correct. You have to take decisions like this only. You will not think from the other person's point of view. Other person's perspective, you will totally neglect it. You will emphasize only upon your perspective. So there arises a inflexibility. Inflexibility will be there. Changes will not be there. Whatever the changes which is happening in the environment, you are not going to cope up with those changes in your organization. That is one of the disadvantage because the people will have a narrow perspective. That is what they are telling. Same skill, same knowledge based people, what they will do, they will think only from their point of view. Thus, they will not appreciate the other's point of view. They will not take into consideration the other point of view. That plays a very, very important role over here. Functional heads do not get training for top management. Yes, functional heads, they are very much well versed in performing the activities which are related to their departments. Doing their department activities, okay, well and fine, they will do it in a very good manner. But they will not get trained for all the functions which you can perform it, so that they can't go for a higher position. They can't go for a higher position at all because they are well versed. They are trained only for performing their departmental function. If you want to go to the next top level management function, top level position, then you should well versed in performing all the activities. That is highly impossible here. Departmental heads are well versed only in performing their own departmental activities. That is one disadvantage of this functional structure. Hope you got the advantages and disadvantages, that is the merits and demerits of your functional structure. So we have discussed in depth about it. You can write any of the 3 points which you feel simple in your merits as well as in your demerits. But my suggestion is if you write 4 points, that will be very much helpful. Now quickly we'll move on to suitability, where this functional structure is well suited. Usually functional structure is well suited in large organizations. Large organization where you have n number of activities to be performed, diversified activities will be there, and you require specialization. You require specialization in performing each of the activity. For every activity you require specialization. That type of organizations are well suited for this functional organizational structure. Okay. Hope you people understood with today's class. We have discussed with the functional organization meaning, the chart, merits, demerits, and where it is suited. I hope you people have understood, and you all know that whatever the topic we are going to discuss in our class. The related notes will be available in my description box. A replica of the notes, I am just showing it on the screen. You people can see it over here. See here, what is functional structure? Explain any three advantages and 3 disadvantages of it. It is for 8 mark. I've given you, see here, if you can see, I've given all the advantages and disadvantages, but it is left to you people, whichever you feel easy you can write it. 3 or 4 advantages and disadvantages. Please do follow this structure over here. First write the meaning, because functional structure meaning carries 2 marks over here. If you write the chart, they have not asked you the chart, but if you write the chart, it will create a added advantage for you people, because you can see the length of this answer is less. So to give them 8 marks, you have to attract the valuators over there. So to make sure that you people know the concept, if you write the chart also, it will be very helpful. Write the chart, then you write the advantages, then you write the disadvantages of your functional structure. Hope you people understood with today's video. Stay tuned to my channel. We'll come back with the next video, that is we are going to discuss about the divisional structure. Again, an important question for your 8 marks. Okay, until that, prepare for your examination. Your midterm examinations are nearby. All the best for your examinations. Bye bye.